The following is a true story shared by a 911 dispatcher. This call hit me hard. 3 years and 11 months. I started this job straight out of college, baby-faced and bright-eyed. I found a job where I could help people, and I was decent at it. I've had my fair share of death calls. Infants, kids, teenagers, adults, the elderly. All varying types of deaths. Bicycle accident, car crash, known medical conditions, hanging, etc. I've heard loved ones screaming, crying, pleading for someone not to leave them. I have heard someone resign to finding them long dead. I've heard them in complete shock, not able to comprehend what they are witnessing. Until you. 3 years and 11 months. You called and couldn't breathe. You could barely tell me your address. I heard the wrong apartment number. You confirmed the one I heard. In hindsight, that slowed the medics and officers down only by a minute. I immediately listened again and gave them the one you tried to say in the first place. Could that minute have helped you? I don't know. I may never know. I think I'm dying. You repeated that at least 4 times, even after I told you I wouldn't ask you questions so you didn't have to try and speak. Help was already on the way. Go unlock the door, then sit down. I told you this, and you managed to do it, even so short of breath. Then you dropped the phone. I called your name. I think you passed out, but I can never be sure. I heard you breathing it labored, but in a different way than it had before. Then it started to slow down. I updated the medics you weren't responding. Something was wrong. Then your breathing stopped altogether. All I could hear was your TV playing in the background. 5 minutes. And that's how long I sat on the phone with you, not responding until medics arrived and asked for a better apartment number. I hung up only to listen again. I didn't want to leave you. What you didn't know, I've been a 911 dispatcher for 3 years and 11 months, but I'm brand new. I have at least 50 death calls in my career, if not more. I was the angel of death, the shit magnet, but I am brand new. I recently moved away from the center I had come to know and grow in. I moved to a brand new area and only restarted my career journey a month and a half ago. My trainer was behind me the whole time, ready to jump in if I fumbled. Luckily, my past experience means he didn't help me much. But you were my first. In all the calls I have had so far, pain, sorrow, anger, fear, death, you were the first that I had to listen to die. Knowing there was nothing I could do for you, you were alone. I wouldn't know what I listened to until more than 30 minutes later, but instinctively, I already knew. You were gone. I can count on one hand the times I've had to step away from my desk. You now joined that hand. Please, don't be mad. Are you mad I screwed up the apartment number? Are you mad that you decided to call me just to die? Are you mad they didn't get there sooner? Can you forgive me? Can I forgive myself? I'm glad it was you he got to speak to last. My new coworkers are amazing, and more than one said this to me. I can't help but think the opposite. Wouldn't it have been better if you had spoke to a loved one, a friend, someone you knew? I heard you die, alone. Even if you blame me, even if I blame myself for a time, I won't quit. Not now. Not when I have to work even harder to make sure the first responders get to someone as fast as possible. I'll heal with time. You won't. I have more time to spend with my husband, my dogs, my family. I don't know who you had, but they mourn your loss. I need to help more people, not to make up for you, but because if I have to be that last voice someone hears, I know I can handle it. You've shown me that. It was damn hard, but I am willing to do it again, just so someone else doesn't have to. Just know that I tried my absolute hardest to get you the help you desperately needed. Please forgive me. Not for making a mistake, not for anything I could have done differently. Forgive me for healing. I cope with dark humor. That way I don't turn to drugs or alcohol or adultery. My jokes, my laughter are not at your expense. They're so I don't break. They're how I bury my feelings until I can properly deal with them. I killed you. I know for a fact I did not kill you. That's just how I deal with death. So instead of saying I am sorry you died, I say I am sorry I killed you. For some reason, it makes it easier to process, just like the inappropriate comments and laughter. For those like me, you are not alone and never will be. Not like he was or so many others will be. We are strong. We are family. We are 911.